Be his year. We'll have Brian Courtney, the number 3 seed for Virginia, and Patrick Rowland, the number 6 seed for Duke. Brian Courtney, redshirt junior, 7-2, 3-2 in ACC duels. Patrick Rowland, 1-4, and 1-4 in ACC duels.
Yeah, and these guys met earlier this year. Brian Courtney won by first period fall, and we'll see if he's able to have similar success today.
Rowland, the redshirt freshman from Woodland Hills, California, Chaminade College Prep. You see Courtney just trying to get his body around, and there it is. First points for Courtney.
Just a simple go behind there. He's making it look easy, and he's going to Rowland up and out. And Courtney's going to be right back on his offense here.
Courtney, Ryan, has 5 bonus point victories on the year in his 7 victories, all either by fall or tech fall, as you talked about that pin the first time these two met. So Courtney knows how to get big points when he wrestles.
No doubt about it, and he's a guy who has really turned his career around. Had a little bit of a rough start to his career, but when we talked to head coach Steve Garland, he said this guy has physically matured. He said Courtney didn't have hair on his legs when he showed up in Charlottesville, and you can see him now. He's physically developed, and that's what you expect out of a guy that's a redshirt junior.
Steve Garland is a human quote machine, isn't he? All kinds of energy. Of course, Virginia has won 5 ACC championships in program history. Perhaps the most surprising coming in 2015. They didn't win the regular season, but took home the ACC championship title.
Yeah, had incredible balance that year. We're scoring in all the weight class. Only one champion individually, but still able to win that ACC trophy that season. And how can you not like talking to Steve Garland? Man, that guy brings the energy. Dean was asking me where he could get a singlet after we talked to Steve Garland.
That is not a pretty sight, but I was asking about it. Yeah, indeed. 4-1, Courtney on top of Rowland. It's no surprise, actually, that Garland does hit the motivational speaking circuit. He brings that kind of quality in front of the microphone for sure, Ryan.
No doubt about it. He's got a heck of a story to tell. A guy that was a former ACC champ and NCAA finalist during his wrestling career.
Just 20 seconds remaining. Rowland will go out of bounds. He'll go back down.
Yeah, and at this point, Courtney needs to ride Rowland out. Can't give up that escape, and conversely, if you're Rowland, you've got to fight tooth and nail in these last 15 seconds to get one.
It's been a rough couple years for Duke as the 4 fine silvers, a couple of them have left. They're down to just 1 at least this year. The fine silvers kind of turned that program around a little bit. Of course, they had the big heavyweight that was big time for television. You see Coach Garland break down this move right here.
Yeah, right there. Courtney just putting his opponent in danger and rolls out of it to finish the takedown, secure his 2. So 2 takedowns in the first period for Courtney. That's where he's got his 4-1 lead.
We saw Steve Garland just a moment ago, his 15th year at the helm of his alma mater as the second period is underway. Rowland able to pull Courtney down for a moment. He does not look like he's going to be able to hang on, and he's not. So 1 more point for Courtney. It's 5-1.
Yeah, and in on a shot immediately. Nice shot there. Still looking for the finish on the edge. And there it is.
So Courtney looking comfortable. He had a big win. He defeated number 4 Cole Matthews to help UVA take the win over number 12 Pittsburgh this year as part of the season highlights. We've seen Courtney start his career at 141, drop down to 133, but the last couple years he has stayed at 141.
Yeah, and Courtney's been right there with both of the top two guys in this weight class this year. A 1-point loss to Zach Sherman of UNC, a 2-point loss to Tariq Wilson of NC State. Like I said at the top, this is one of those weight classes you could really see anybody winning.
2 more points for Courtney. 9-2.
And looking for a finish with that Turk in. He's getting his 4 near fall points. He's got all 4 of those.
So close to the finish there, right?
Absolutely. That was a tough spot there for Rowland. Nice job fighting off his back.
Jared Trelaway of NC State begins the second period with the down position, scoreless in his first round.
13-2. Courtney with Rowland down. Courtney in control. We'll be looking for a matchup in the semifinals against Zach Sherman. Of course, Sherman won the ACC title a year ago. He comes in, though, as the 2 seed behind NC State's Tariq Wilson. But sort of a miracle for Rowland. Courtney will see Sherman in the semis, Ryan.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This would be one heck of a hole for Rowland to dig his way out of. And Courtney's just been pouring it on. He looks great today. 4 takedowns and then 4 near fall points as well. Here's the takedown late in the second period, right into a Turk, and he eventually gets all 4 near fall points as well. Right there, got the turn. You see the ref start counting. Brian Courtney looks great today.
Another Pennsylvania wrestler scattered throughout all 6 ACC team rosters.
Nice high crotch there from Brian Courtney. Patrick Rowland going to his scrambles. This is what he's good at. Glenn Lanham called him funky when we talked to him. And you're seeing that now out of Rowland, trying to tie up those ankles.
Courtney trying to get his ankle released. Rowland just trying to hang on. I don't think he's going to be able to, Ryan.
Yeah, Courtney's doing a great job of just continuing to wrestle through this position. It's tough when those guys get your ankles latched on your ankles, but now Courtney's going big. There's the takedown. I thought he might put Rowland right over to his back there for a second. He was going for that cradle.
It's interesting because Virginia, as you and I both spent some time talking to the Rock Harrison, who has become a bit of a media darling for his authenticity, calling wrestling. And, of course, he did come from Virginia. But that aside, he did feel like, based on some potential wrestlers not being able to go for Virginia Tech, including some big-time wrestlers, he felt like if there was one team that could surprise NC State, which a lot of people think would be the favorite here at home, despite Virginia Tech winning the regular season, he said it could be Virginia.
Yeah, they've certainly got some firepower. You look at 197, Jay Aiello, Quinn Miller at heavyweight. They've got the firepower that they could do it. And then if you got a guy like Brian Courtney over wrestling his 3 seed, maybe he can shock Zach Sherman in the semifinals. That would be a huge boost to the Cavaliers' chances.
All right, we quickly move now